I am Vladimir, born the son of Sviatoslav I, a warrior who conquered lands far and wide across the Eurasian steppes. From my earliest days, I was destined for the sword, a child of the Rus, born into the fierce world of Slavic chieftains and grand dynasties. My name echoes through the ages as a king, a conqueror, and a saint. But my journey was one of transformation, from the tempest of paganism to the light of Christianity. I was raised amidst the great warriors of the Rus. My father's kingdom stretched across the steppes, and I, though the youngest son, was always watching the horizon, the air thick with the scent of battle. But even as I grew up with a sword in hand, I knew that my destiny would involve far more than just war. Fate had something greater for me. Upon my father's death, I inherited the throne of Novgorod. My first act was to wrest control of Kiev, the heart of our people. I fought my brothers, and with the support of the warrior elites, I gained the throne of the city. But even as I stood victorious, I knew that the land of the Rus was scattered and fractured. My people needed unity, and that would come only through strength and faith. I continued to expand my domain, pushing south into the lands of the Khazars and beyond, but something deeper stirred within me. I came to understand that the future of my kingdom would not be written in the blood of battle alone. It would be shaped by something more profound. The turning point came when I sent emissaries to distant lands, seeking to forge alliances and find a guiding light for my people. I looked toward the Greeks, to the mighty Byzantine Empire and their Christian faith that spread from the east. I sent my envoys to Constantinople, and when they returned, they told tales of the grandeur of their church, of the magnificence of Hagia Sophia, and the power of Christianity. The stories they told captured my heart. I saw in Christianity not just a faith, but a unifying force, something that could bind my fractured lands, something that could give my people the strength to rise beyond the old gods of the Slavs. But at first I was torn. The gods of my ancestors had been with us for centuries. They had given us strength in battle and prosperity in peace. How could I abandon them? The choice came slowly but decisively. It was in 955 that I first met Princess Olga of Kiev, my grandmother's sister, who had long been a Christian. Her wisdom and conviction, coupled with her vast influence, inspired me to look deeper into Christianity. It was not until I sought a bride from the Byzantine Empire that I felt the calling of Christ more strongly. I had set my eyes on Princess Anna of Byzantium, a woman of grace and piety, and I knew that to marry her, I must embrace her faith. I, Vladimir, the warrior king, cast aside my pagan gods. In 957, I was baptized in the Christian faith, and the transformation was immediate. I ordered the people of Kiev to be baptized as well, and though many resisted, I stood firm. With my conversion, I sought to unite my kingdom, not only in blood and war, but in spirit. My adoption of Christianity marked the beginning of a new era, an era of spiritual unity, of education and enlightenment. In the years that followed, I worked tirelessly to transform my kingdom, adopting the Christian faith fully and establishing churches and monasteries throughout the land. I sent for missionaries from the Byzantine Empire to teach my people, and the fruits of their labor were visible in the changing ways of my people. Our cities grew, our culture flourished, and my people began to understand the values of peace, charity, and brotherhood that Christianity offered. But the challenges were many. The pagans resisted, and the old ways of the gods held strong in some corners of the land. It was not enough to simply decree that the people should convert. I needed to lead by example, to show them that Christianity was not just a foreign faith, but one that could bring us prosperity and peace. I fought battles to defend my kingdom against both the remnants of paganism and external invaders, including the Pecheneg and the Palavcians. As I grew older, I became less focused on the sword and more on governance, on the establishment of a lasting legacy. I continued to build churches, one of the most notable being the Cathedral of St. Basil in Kiev, a grand structure to honor Christ. My work in spreading Christianity among the people was something I took immense pride in. But even in the twilight of my reign, I saw that my work was not done. The legacy of my conversion to Christianity My unification of the land and my efforts to build a greater Slavic state would carry forward for generations. In the end, I did not just want to be remembered as a warrior or a king, but as one who transformed his people and his land. My conversion to Christianity was not only a personal decision, but a moment of destiny for the entire Rus. I passed into the next life in 1015, but my legacy has endured. I am Vladimir the Great, the one who united the Rus through the power of faith. I brought Christianity to the people of the steppes, and in doing so, I helped to lay the foundations of a greater Russia, one that would endure for centuries to come. For all my faults and victories, I will be remembered as the one who shaped the spiritual destiny of the land of the Rus. Let this be my final word. Through faith, we conquer not just the world, but ourselves.